This is Mike Mozart on the Toy Channel with a very funny spy classic toy. Wait till you see this. It is the SpyTech Reeses camera from 1991 by the Tyco Toy Company. They made a camera that was concealed in what looked like a stack of Reese's peanut butter cups. And of course, I like how they show kids at about 8 the ultimate miniaturized 110 spy camera. Looks like a delicious candy bar, but it's not. Sight your subject and you're ready to shoot. Woohoo! And this is Tyco 1991. Now you might not think that's much of a spy camera, but remember at that time period, cell phones were as big as a brick and were very conspicuous. So at the time they thought, hey, this is pretty cool. Let's make a camera look like a stack of Reese's peanut butter cups. So if you're walking down the street like this, it looks like you got candy in your hands. Of course, a real spy would never use this at the time period, because this is a real spy camera from about 1955, 1956, another one from my collection. This is called the Private Eye Camera by a French company called Seacam. And this literally took very tiny cartridges of film in the back, and I'll open this up if I can. Okay, very similar to the 110 cartridges that Kodak would later develop. And to wind the shot, you actually pulled up the little viewfinder. There's a viewfinder here. And you would know that you could take the picture. This is very small for 1955-56, and this could literally fit inside a very tiny object. At the time, these were about $100 then, which is probably about $400 or $500 now as a retail. This was a real spy camera from the time period. The Private Eye by Seacam, they're actually known as the Stilofot. If you look up online, look up Stilofot and you'll find that camera. So anyway, at the time, this little Reese's peanut butter camera, for $10 retail, looked like a fun toy for kids. It came with this little instruction book called, look at this, the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Camera, top secret, and it looks like a little spy book. The SpyTech was a whole line. I've got most of this line. I just decided to do this today. SpyTech's Reese's Camera, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Nowhere is this more true than in spying. And with the SpyTech Reese's camera, you can photograph enemy agents, their operations, and their hideouts without them ever suspecting a thing. Here's the 110 cartridge. I don't have a sample of the 110 cartridge handy, but it gives you instructions on how to take the picture, and it actually shows you stalking, or I should say the user stalking their friends to take undercover pictures, which is kind of strange. This whole book is all ideas on how to stalk and take pictures of people in secret. Spread some money on the ground. People will bend over to pick it up, and you can take even more stalking pictures. It describes how to stake out the object of your surveillance. Wow, this is a great thing to teach to children at an early age. But a fun toy at the time period. It's funny how big the box is and how small the camera. And they still do stuff like this. Look at this big thing to hold that little tiny camera in the middle of a ginormous box. A real fun toy in 1991 by Tyco Toys. This has been Mike Mozart of the Toy Channel and Jeepers Media on YouTube. Don't forget to rate, fave, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.